Other healthcare news, some big changes are underway in the weight loss space. Starting today, CVS Health will prioritize Novo Nordisk's Wegovy as the pharmacy's preferred GLP-1 drug and dropping Zepbound from its list of covered drugs in a potential blow to Eli Lilly. Joining us now is Mizuho healthcare strategist Jared Holz. Why does it have to be one or the other, Jared?
Hey, Sarah, thanks for having me. I think what Novo's trying to do is come up with a bunch of strategies to regain market share. They were the market leader at one point. They've given so much of it to Eli Lilly. I think 2/3 or more of all patient starts on these obesity drugs are going to Lilly. It's going to Zepbound. So I think it's just a market share game at this point.
How does Novo do that? How do they convince a CVS to switch?
I think a lot of it's lower pricing, coming up with alternative financing options and making the drugs cheaper for patients that are in CVS's network. And if I remember correctly, with this particular deal, we're talking about 100,000, maybe 200,000 patients that are on some sort of CVS Caremark plan. I know some employers have already started to change it or gave their employees some indication that these changes were coming. Others have not. So I don't really think it's as widespread of a situation as we think, but still it's going to have some impact. And some of the script data, some of the prescription data has already been coming in a little bit stronger for Novo recently.
How easy is it, Jared, for patients to switch between the various different weight loss drugs? There's obviously quite a few of them now. Are we going to get to a stage where there's a lot of price competition between them, or are customers likely to be sticky to the one they started on?
It's really interesting, Wolf. I think part of it is tolerability, whether patients feel like they are, once they're taking these drugs, whether they're good with them and want to proceed. Most of the switching, from what I've been told or, have heard over the past year, is that once a patient decides to take one of the drugs and is pleased with it as far as the progress with weight loss and doesn't really have any tolerability issues, they're likely not going to switch. And that's one of the reasons why Lilly has gained so much market share, is because the drug is more powerful from an obesity standpoint, from a weight loss standpoint, and then from a tolerability standpoint for the most part. So it's been less to do with pricing so far, more to just do with the quality of the drugs. But again, back to Sarah's original questions, part of what Novo is doing is trying to get market share back vis-a-vis pricing and other strategies here.
So does it work? Do you like the stock?
I think it's working a little bit. We'll have to see. I mean, it's still a pretty small piece of the population. Novo is behind the 8 ball when it comes to newer modalities. They're behind Lilly with respect to an oral. That's really the space to watch, I think, as we go into the second half here and into early 2026, which is to say, what is this oral market going to start looking like when Eli Lilly is approved about a year from now? They're going to be the first one with an oral pill. Now, the efficacy, the weight loss is not going to be as meaningful, but it would be hard to find a patient out there that didn't feel like at least trying this, that they were going to get all of the other health benefits with it.
Okay, Jared, thank you for talking us through this interesting move from CVS switching preferred.
Sure thing.
Obesity. Jared Holz.
Thank you.
Financials are hovering at record highs driven by